I was sitting in my living room the other day, looking through an old photo album, when I found a picture of myself from about 20 years ago. I looked younger, sure, but what really struck me wasn't the lack of wrinkles, it was the look in my eyes. I looked tired. I looked like I was carrying the weight of the entire world on my shoulders, trying to be everything to everyone. I call that the invisible backpack phase of life. We all carry one, don't we? It's stuffed full of other people's expectations, the need to be liked, and that constant nagging pressure to keep up with a world that never seems to slow down. For nearly 40 years, I was a professional fixer. If a neighbor was unhappy, I felt like it was my job to cheer them up. If my adult children were going through a rough patch, I'd stay awake until 2 a.m. wondering what I did wrong 20 years ago. I spent so much energy worrying about whether my house was clean enough for guests, or if my career looked successful enough to my old high school friends. I was on a stage performing for an audience that, looking back, wasn't even really watching. They were all too busy worrying about their own performances to care about mine. The turning point happened somewhere I never expected. The checkout line at the grocery store. I was fumbling with my phone, trying to find a digital coupon that just wouldn't load. My hands were shaking a little, and I could feel the heat rising in my neck because there were 3 people behind me. I started apologizing over and over, making little jokes to hide my embarrassment. But then I caught a glimpse of the young man standing behind me. He wasn't even annoyed. He was just looking at his watch, completely indifferent. It hit me like a lightning bolt right there in the canned goods aisle. My embarrassment was a choice. I was torturing myself over a 3-minute delay that no one else would even remember by lunchtime. That was the day I decided to start emptying my backpack. I realized that at 65, I had officially graduated from the performance phase of life. I started small. I started saying no to social events that felt like chores. I stopped giving my adult children unsolicited advice. Not because I didn't care, but because I finally realized that their journey is theirs to walk, and my worry wasn't helping them. I even stopped dyeing my hair every 3 weeks because I realized I actually liked the silver. The most amazing thing happened. The world didn't end. People didn't stop loving me. In fact, they seemed to respect me more because I finally respected my own peace of mind. So, here is my ageless lesson for you today. What are you still carrying that doesn't belong to you? Maybe it's the guilt of a mistake you made in 1985, or the fear of what your neighbors think about your messy garden. I'm here to tell you that you are allowed to let it go. You've paid your dues. You've raised the families, worked the jobs, and navigated the storms. You have earned the right to be unfinished and unapologetically yourself. When you stop caring about the small, loud opinions of the world, you finally have the silence you need to hear your own heart. I hope this message finds you at just the right moment. If you've been feeling that weight lately, try taking one thing out of your backpack today. Just one. I'd genuinely love to hear about it in the comments below. Are you at a stage where you're finally letting go? Am I the only one who felt this way? Share your story because your wisdom might be exactly what someone else in our community needs to hear today. If you want to keep having these porch talks with me, I'd love for you to subscribe and join us. Take care of yourself today. You've earned every bit of the peace you find.
Thank you all for watching this here video. Please like and subscribe and follow. much love from little yaps to each of you. Content creator, make it big.